It's week 14 of the National Football League. And coming up is the lockdown man himself, Jair Alexander, who's been stepping up to the challenges all season, now with 8 interceptions. It's the Packers and the Lions, under the lights on Thursday night.
As the weekend approaches, let's settle in and end the week right, with an outstanding Thursday night contest here with the NFL on EA Sports. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt.
Yeah.
These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things on the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiarity does bring a little extra heat into this matchup.
The punter, Jack Fox, to get this one started. And we're off and running from Ford Field. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. Bringing them out, someone who wowed last year in his first chance as a starter, Jordan Love.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Here's the first look for the rookie out of USC. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. That's Marcus Davenport with the tackle. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Again, a run with Lloyd. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Ready.
Love on 3rd and short. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And leading them out in his 9th NFL season, he experienced a real resurgence last year. It's Jared Goff.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great, no interceptions. But just the 1 touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Here we go.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
DC.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Packers pick it up! And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks, is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
And it's still largely a rough outline, Brock. Not a finalized picture just yet, but our playoffs are starting to take shape. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hut.
Lloyd on the shotgun handoff. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They run once more with Lloyd. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Ready. Fight 60.
Love from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Ready?
Trying the inside handoff to Lloyd. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And after this play, there's a Lion out there who got the worst of it. He's in some discomfort as they head out to check on him. Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal.
Set, punt. Ready?
Shotgun now for Love. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers parlay the turnover into a lead. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-zip. So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. And in the closing stretch of this season, right now he is poised to finish as the league leader in receiving yards. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
What's that?
They bring the tight end in motion.
What's that?
I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Again, it's Gibbs. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
And it's a nice gain, but they needed just 1 more yard to move the chains. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Exit 3rd and 4.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. He gets this one to Peoples-Jones. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
One of the tight ends motioning right. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
From the gun, Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Javon Bullard bringing that play to an end.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
The Lions readying for the punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Packers all set to get back out there. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock, but what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And they send a man in motion. Hand off here to Lloyd. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Lloyd running dead ahead. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
On the give, it's Lloyd. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Kate, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 9-yard line.
A give right side, here's Lloyd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ready.
Lloyd. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Here we go. Set.
Running left with Lloyd. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Packers make it a 12-point game in the first. Marshawn Lloyd with the touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Carlson now to add one more.
Extra point.
And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go.
The score, Packers 13, Lions nothing. Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. Return's looking good so far. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Lions offense returning to the field. Things sure have started out rough, and they've stayed that way through 2 drives. Maybe drive number 3 here is where we see this offense get rolling. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And the Packers are there. He's hauled down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Lights on out. Turbos.
They go play action with Goff. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Jack Fox on the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Collects this at the 35. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Packers and Marshawn Lloyd ready to take over once again. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for.
On the ready.
A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
Set, hut. Set.
They go with Lloyd here. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Man, he's been having a great 1st half, really playing a key role so far in this offense.
But you know and I know what's coming, Kate. We call them adjustments, right? You hit a homer, you take that fastball deep, you're not going to see it anymore. And you get run on like this, the defense is going to make some adjustments at halftime.
Okay, break.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Down. Hut.
Now Lloyd. And they take him down right along the 30.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. And he's certainly given us a performance worthy of these primetime lights. This is now a 100-yard game that he's put together. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. It's a 2-score game early. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Love out of the shotgun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers make it a 3-possession game. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Packers push the lead to 20.
Lions nothing. Under is Carlson to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They haven't come up with an answer quite yet on the scoreboard, and they take over down 20-0. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw, Goff. Pass taken in by St. Brown. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brought down by Quay Walker.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. This is Gibbs on second down. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Goff now on 3rd down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that leaves them with 4th and 5. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And a fair catch made without incident just inside the 25. The Packers returning their offense and this running back to the field. So no return on that punt. And the Packers will take over possession. And his rookie season has been among the best of all the guys we heard announced in this past NFL draft. You can see that late in this campaign, he is one of the top contenders for Offensive Rookie of the Year. And he gets him around 6 there, tackled by Jack Campbell. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
To the ground with Lloyd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Ready up.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Set. Ready.
He'll go from the gun with Lloyd. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 43. Gets everything he has under this throw. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Let's go. Set.
Love now to throw. Sideline throw is incomplete. Should have been intercepted in all reality. Instead, 4th down coming up. Following that incompletion, we've got an injured player on the field in need of a look from the trainers. Daniel Whelan on to punt. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. No return on that punt. And the Lions will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tonight. What's up? What's up?
Off play action, Goff. That's complete to Sam Laporta. They get 13 on the pickup. And that gives the Lions the first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Another one for Gibbs. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
One of the tight ends motioning left. Goff on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
It'll be another punt. Jack Fox out there once again. Keyshawn Nixon returning this for the Packers. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up.
Ready, break.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Here's Lloyd. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. That was a Fatu Melifonwu there to make the play. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, set.
2nd and 10 now. Diving, it looks close. They say he caught it. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ready, ready.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Set, hut. Set, hut.
They give now to Lloyd. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd and 8. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Fatu Melifonwu with the INT. 2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
The Lions getting ready to return to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead.
What's that?
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kid, it just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide, or when they use him as a runner, if someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
Goff on 1st and 10. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10, it's Goff. And he can't escape, the Packers drop him! And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating. in this first half, and you better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set.
Let's go now.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Ready.
Throwing his love on third. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Again, Daniel Whelan heading out for another punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Lions more than happy to take over in enemy territory. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. On first down, it's Goff. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Edgerrin Cooper takes it away. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
Come on, set. Go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. Set.
Fakes the handoff, now Love. Gets himself free.
The pass was stopped by Marcus Davenport. Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
Set. Ready.
Love looking to pass. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up. The Packers send out their punting unit. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. It scored as a 51-yard punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And welcome back to all of you joining us for this one. We'll pick up the action back in the 2nd quarter. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Tight end in motion right. On 1st down, it's Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 18. at the 20-yard line.
Trying again, following the sack. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
Let's go now. Hut.
Hand off here to Lloyd. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Lions' 46-yard line.
They run once more with Lloyd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They've invested some early touches in him, Brock, and the returns so far, I'd say very promising.
Kate, I've told you this story before, but it was the same play 18 plays in a row. You know, I was really good with that with that clipboard on the sidelines. 18 plays in a row. Peyton ran the same play. If you can't stop it, keep calling it.
Hut, hut.
1st down throw. Here's Love. That's complete to Musgrave. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Love out of the shotgun. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal. The Packers take their 1st time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that 1st.
On the set. Set. Go.
Lloyd running dead ahead. Has the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Marshawn Lloyd with the touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers grow their lead yet again.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Fields the hard squib kick. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. And in the closing stretch of this season, right now he is poised to finish as the league leader in receiving yards. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Oh, but he's got it inside the 25. There it is, touchdown Detroit! The Lions chop some of the lead off before the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Point after converted from Badgley. And the Lions still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now. Fox now to kick this one away. Nixon now to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. The Packers and Marshawn Lloyd ready to take over once again. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Love. And that's into the hands of Dobbs. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Got it.
1st down, ball at the 36.
Here we go.
Love from the gun. This finds Dobbs. And that's good for a gain of 5. That was a Fatu Melifonwu there to make the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
And they fake the spike. They're going to throw it. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Set. Ready.
Looking to throw. Throwing for the end zone. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. So we've reached the end of 2, and it's the visiting Packers out in front. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. We'll start in the early window and begin up in Minneapolis. A tough one for the homestanding Vikings, as they'll be forced to reckon with the Atlanta Falcons. Good games in the late afternoon as well, one being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the Chicago Bears. Finally on Monday Night Football, a good one. Bengals and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium. Here, it was the USC man, Marshawn Lloyd, with the impressive first half. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Starting from the 5. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Out come the Lions. They've got the first series of the second half. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. Goff on 1st and 10. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Goff. Laporta with the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Pass complete to Gibbs. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Throwing again, it's Goff. This is complete to Gibbs. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now Goff. That's caught for the 1st. It's a pickup of 39 yards. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
The throw is caught. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on 3rd down, but instead it's incomplete.
I just hate that. I just hate to see that. Everything on the play was done so well. Everybody did their job, but you got to finish. You don't get many chances to make that type of play for your team. You got to come through on that touchdown. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Fox now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And after the dive, they're set up with some decent field position to start this drive. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And you know where we have to start when we discuss their offensive performance. This effort has been captained by one man out of that backfield.
You know what's most impressive is as they've continued to get him the ball, this defense has tried to adjust.
Down.
Shotgun now for Love. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Lloyd on the shotgun handoff. And some great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up 3rd and 1. Again, a run with Lloyd. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. He completes it in traffic. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Set. Ready.
Trying the inside handoff to Lloyd. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And that means 3rd down coming up.
Come on, set.
Here's Love to throw. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down. The Packers send out their punting unit. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And the punt team gets to this one at the 17-yard line. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Running it with David Montgomery. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Gone. Into the hands of Gibbs. He gets it ahead and winds up with about 3. Brought down by Quay Walker.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He gets this one to Peoples-Jones. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. 1st down, ball at the 36.
And the Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Shotgun snap here to go. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down.
We go tonight. Turbo.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. It's about 3 yards, but still a tall mountain to climb. 3rd and long upcoming.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
St. Brown's got it, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
On the give, it's Lloyd. And this one does not go far. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Here we go. Hut.
From the 23, he lets one fly deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Set, hut. Hut, hut.
They give now to Lloyd. And he's able to drive them forward into the red zone. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now.
Ready, ready, ready.
Now Lloyd. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Second down now, 7 to go.
Down. Ready.
Changing things up, they're gonna throw now. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's gonna be 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Looking end zone, but touchdown denied, knocked away, incomplete. Packers are going to turn to their kicker, Anders Carlson, for the field goal try. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that extends the lead to 20.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. What's that?
I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, gone. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop. Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. They go play action with Goff. Wow, wide open here, complete. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Badgley for the extra point.
No, Bronco switch, roll.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions drop the lead back to 13.
17.
Fox now to kick this one away. Nixon now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Packers are headed back to the field, so we'll get a look at Romeo Dobbs. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 10.
Here's Lloyd.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Ready. Ready.
Love now. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Throwing his love on 3rd. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
And that one won't flip the field at all. It's down just beyond the 40-yard line. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain. So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
They send a tight end in motion.
Ready. Ready.
They go with Lloyd here. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And the big hitter will not be reeled in. That's incomplete, and that would have made for an impressive catch on our final play of the 3rd quarter. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go.
Love out of the shotgun. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down. So out now comes the punter. And this effort's going to give him an even half dozen tonight. Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way. This return loses yards. New series coming up following the punt. And the Lions will go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Goff back to throw. Taken in by Williams outright. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Williams coming in motion right. From the gun, Goff. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And that makes it 4th down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. To the ground with Lloyd. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Dobbs. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
And he's into the red zone on that run, down to the 18. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And he's brought down for a loss. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll go from the gun with Lloyd. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. And with that run, he's reached the coveted mark for a back in a single campaign. This is officially a 1,000-yard season on the ground.
Let's go.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Another carry for him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he...
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Packers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Marshawn Lloyd with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating.
Look at you.
And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
So the Packers showing faith in their offense as they decide to go for 2.
Ready.
The Packers will set up
Trying for it on the ground. And right back into the end zone he goes. So one play, it's a touchdown. Then the next for 2, and he's extending their lead.
17.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Lions getting ready to return to the field. And the open lanes, the beautiful windows that he no doubt dreamt about before this game, Brock, well, they just haven't been there. It's almost like the defense challenged itself between the pass rush and the secondary. Who could make more big plays here?
Yeah, you're talking about the difference between the practice field and then the reality of this game. Sacks, interceptions. And while we won't be the final judge on which area this defense has been the biggest winner, we do know who the loser's been, the quarterback, who's had to deal with an excellent defensive showing.
It's taken in by Williams. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, well, those are welcome bonus yards.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
On first down, it's gone. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10, it's Goff. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Goff on 3rd. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He throws a bullet. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get it back to within 2 possessions. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Badgley for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions get it back to a 14-point game.
Lions 24.
Fox now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Packers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And they have leaned on him to get this offense to the end zone in the game, and he's delivered. He's hit pay dirt 3 times. Part of a really nice game for him so far, Brock. Been returning good value on the looks that he's been getting. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Drill, 52.
shotgun now for Love. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Woo, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover, so it'll be second down.
Here we go, set.
Running right is Lloyd. And this one doesn't go far. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Love from the gun. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. They'll send out the punting unit. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. The Lions offense returning to the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. This is complete to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in.
He's got it inside the 10. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Badgley for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Lions 31.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Nixon now to return it. Man, he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
They run once more with Lloyd. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. Back-to-back runs yielding just 2 yards, and now it's 3rd and 8.
On the set. Set, hut.
Here's Love to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
We don't get a return out of that punt. Man, it'll be their football. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And our team in the truck putting these highlights together, well, they certainly had plenty of touchdowns to choose from. for them, actually. Though the way he's been playing, Brock, you cannot count on him being done reaching that end zone just yet. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Into the hands of Gibbs. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Man in motion here. First down throw from Goff. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. So it's second down coming up. It's Gibbs on the carry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness.
And the Packers are there. He's hauled down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. The Lions readying for the punt. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And it's still largely a rough outline, Brock. Not a finalized picture just yet, but our playoffs are starting to take shape. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. First and 10 coming up.
Ready.
Here's Love. That one's cut along the left sideline. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Second down now, 7 to go. Hand off here to Lloyd. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be third and just a yard. Again, a run with Lloyd. And he stopped at the 31-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down. Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, oh, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Ready.
Lloyd running dead ahead. And he'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up 3rd and 1.
Set. Ready.
Trying the inside handoff to Lloyd. And he gets this forward to the 19. Give him 3 on that gain. And it'll be first down, Packers. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Packers leading by 7. They're now set for first and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
They give it to him again. And he's able to push this down to the 12. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. 2nd and 3 now.
Come on, set.
On the give, it's Lloyd. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
The give now to Lloyd. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
On the ready.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Set, cut.
They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
2nd down, probably going to see him kneel it again here.
Cut, cut.
Now Lloyd. And he's brought down for a loss. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Cut.
They'll try it with him again. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's 7 yards on the run, and now they've got 4th and goal.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right, decision time, one of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing 4th down play.
Set, cut.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper, and that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Carlson now to add 1 more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers double their lead to 14.
Lions 31. Under is Carlson to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Their offense ready to take the field now. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. To throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. One final shot here. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And they take not just the victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Packers are your winners, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.